Good morning. Today is Wednesday of the second week of our Holy Advent season, and today also just so happens to be the beautiful feast of Our Lady of Guadalupe. And of course, Our Lady of Guadalupe is the patroness of the Americas and also the special patroness for the pro-life movement. The reason this appearance of our Blessed Mother as Our Lady of Guadalupe, and she appeared dressed in the traditional garb of the people of that time, so she would be most recognizable, was because the missionaries at that time were having a tremendously difficult time in preaching and evangelizing the native peoples of that area of Mexico. And they weren't having any success to speak of. A few people would convert, but most weren't interested in Catholicism. By God's grace, St. Juan Diego was a convert to Catholicism, and by all accounts, he was a very important person in his, not just his town, but in his tribe and in his clan, and was looked to with great respect. But even so, because he was a Catholic, others didn't follow suit. And one of the reasons our Blessed Lady appeared to St. Juan Diego was to reassure him and console him that he should not lose hope, nor should the missionaries give up and leave. And so she ordered him, so to speak, to go to the bishop and tell the bishop she wanted a church built in her honor in this special place. Well, he did, and of course, he wasn't believed for a while. And our Blessed Lady, in her appearances, in her conversations with St. Juan Diego, he told her all of this, and so she said, go again. And so it was winter time, and of course, the weather wasn't real good, perhaps not as severe as a North Dakota winter, but it was winter, and most plants weren't growing. And so as we all know, he was given an appointment or an audience, as they would call it then, with the bishop. And he goes in and makes the same request, and in his cape, which was called a tilma, our Blessed Mother had miraculously placed beautiful roses, which certainly wouldn't be growing anywhere at that time of the year in that area. And so he opened his cape, and these beautiful roses all fell out in front of the bishop, and the bishop falls on his knees, and St. Juan Diego thinks he's taken with the roses. That just got his attention. What the bishop was kneeling in front of was the image of our Blessed Mother, which she miraculously imprinted on the inside of his cape. And as the roses fell out, there is her image, and that's the same image we all venerate of our Blessed Mother as Our Lady of Guadalupe. The bishop needed nothing further. He ordered that the church be built exactly as our Blessed Mother had asked St. Juan Diego to tell him to do. And it became a magnificent pilgrimage site, and as historians have accurately written, within a relatively short period of time, just a few years, thousands of the peoples of Mexico in that area had converted to Catholicism, and it really was the catalyst for the conversion, if you will, of Mexico from a pagan country. And so While it's not a holy day of obligation, it is one of the principal feast days honoring our Blessed Mother in our church's year. And so today, if perhaps you weren't able to be at Mass, at least take a few moments and try and be quiet and just prayerfully and silently, in the silence of your own heart, say the Hail Mary. The first half is what we say of her, why she is full of grace. And the second half is what we say and ask of her in helping us. It's a beautiful prayer. And today, on the feast of Our Lady of Guadalupe, please say that Hail Mary and think again of what our Blessed Mother means to you in your daily life.